Scorpio, Pluto is doing a lot of interesting things in the sky. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. I always create an extended reading, and that link is down below in the description box, as well as I will pin it to the top of the comment section. I hope that you guys will join me for that. Remember to subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Scorpio content comes out every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. I want to thank you guys for the blessing that you are to this channel, to the growth of this channel, and in always the success of this channel. You are about to face an enemy that you cannot escape this week. And it's an enemy that you've been running from and hiding from for a while. And the only enemy that you can't escape is yourself. Pluto is mirroring the aspects, the kind of aspects that is interacting with Pluto this week, which is your ruling dignitary, are almost the exact aspects that Venus, right across the way, is interacting with other planets. But Pluto, and about midway through this week, Pluto creates an opposition to Venus that lasts a little bit. And that's when the shit really starts to hit the fan. I have in front of me butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful, but it's in reverse, which means something got stuck. Growth didn't happen. A lack of maturity, a lack of evolution. Why does this happen? Desperation and fear. Fear primarily. Desperation is what happens in the execution stage. When you want something so bad that you end up grabbing whatever it is, and we talked about this in the past 2 readings. This vibe has been coming up. So I really want to bring it to your attention now, because this is when the shit hits the fan and it all comes out. This is going to be a tough time if you are currently in relationships, because unless you were a high vibrational, harmonious Scorpio who knew themselves well enough to be able to be vulnerable and allow their relationships to form slowly and carefully and honestly over time. And that means emotional vulnerability, which is one of the hardest things for Scorpios to bear. Unless you're one of them, and if you are, you will find a deepening of the sensuality that exists between you and your significant other, though they may be going through it. But if you were not, and you were still struggling, and you are in a relationship, and you rushed into this relationship, and by rushed into the relationship, I mean within the first week of you dating, the two of you were an item, maybe even living together, maybe even married. That is not true love. That is, that is a decision to create whatever I need to be in order to get me what I think I need, which is this relationship, instead of real connection with other people. And so it is going to feel like, from me to you, I am telling you really bad news. And it may feel like that. It may absolutely feel like that, because this is your card. You are the butterfly card. But butterfly in reverse, think of the death card in reverse. That is death. That is an ending. Butterfly upright means new beginnings. Means I'm ready to hatch out of my cocoon. I'm not who I used to be. This is, I stayed who I used to be too fucking long, and now I'm slamming into a wall because of it. Now, it's not you. It's probably your relationships. Sweet results await, but it doesn't. It's in reverse. This has got to do with egotism, conceit, arrogance. In reverse, It has to do with the shit hitting the fan. The the beehive running dry. Where's the sweetness? I need more sweetness, but it's not there. It's not there. Because growth wasn't there. And based on the astrology, this has to do with your relationships. The rest of your life may not be in any way, shape, or form suffering. But there is that opposition to Venus, and Venus is sextile to Mars, which is also your ruling dignitary. And there's some really tense energy between Pluto. No. I don't want to misspeak. Sextile to Neptune, and then trine to I'm trying to think of the charts to explain it to myself, but let's just look at the cards because I don't have the charts in front of me, which is irritating. Hold on, because I'm going to get you details. You see clearly now. That's the breakthrough. That's the other side of this heartbreak. There was a piece, because this is karma. This week is all about karma. And overall, you're doing extremely well. But there was a piece that you just wouldn't let go of, and that was a piece of desperation. That piece that you felt like you had to hold on to because you just weren't ready to even try it a different way. It's when all this shit hits the fan that you see clearly. This is Aquarian energy. It could be you see clearly about friends, you see clearly about whoever's around you, whatever community you belong to. It's about realizing and recognizing how the lies that you have told yourself, and how you have manipulated yourself and poisoned your own life. If you are with an Aquarius, this is where they wake up. And it's almost like they wake out of a fog. And they see, holy crap, I am not happy. This card is about the truth. It's about where have I lied to me? And how have I manipulated myself into false situations as good as they look? This is it. Be at home. Where do you belong? Really? This is where it becomes very clear. And where you have been stunted and where you have settled becomes very clear. Which also means, Scorpio, that you are at a point in your life where you still have the ability and resources to change, or to be okay with the changes that are coming to you. And there are dynamic changes, and those dynamic changes are happening where Venus rules, and Venus rules finances, and Venus rules value systems, what you value, relationships, and finances. What do you value in these things? And what do you want from them? What do you expect from them? You see clearly now what it is that is actually what you want. And all those points that you have settled for will be unavoidable right now. You'll be able to see those. They'll stick out like a sore thumb. You won't be able to lie to yourself anymore. The moon is about to hit Scorpio. It'll be there soon enough. It'll be there this week. And that's when it becomes impossible to drown your feelings or hide from your truth, because the moon is going to reflect all your lies, all your deceit, all the ways that you were attempting to deceive yourself. It's going to display it and play it out for not only you, but everybody to see. This is the week you get stripped bare. Don't expect it to be the best week of your life. It's going to change things. Let's keep going, because why would we stop there? Trust the great mystery. This is 11. 6 plus 5 equals 11. This is jumping into. You could be around the ocean. It would be very good for you to be near or by bodies of water right now. Life is a mystery. This is trusting the unknown. It's saying, learn how to trust the unknown. Jumping into what isn't certain. What you can't control. Also, 8th house. I really love the way this energy is turning for you, because it feels really good and really empowered. And it's leaving behind those aspects of you, of yourself, that you overvalued. It's going to be very clear what you want. But you're not going to lie to somebody else about it either, just to keep them around. And this could be the breaking point. When Pluto and Venus are in opposition, you really have to ask yourself, because you can really be, you could really want to jump into, it's almost like, gotta say this, you jumped in over your head with something. You jumped into the unknown. And this is where you see, this is where you start to realize the realities of what you jumped into. They may not be that pretty, because it didn't seem like there was any initial value in where you were jumping. What is this about? Who is this person? Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. And dream and journey. I don't know if this describes you or if this describes the person that you're with. But there is a sense of let go of the need to be right. Peacekeeper. This is peace within yourself. This is not just peace within your relationship. It's almost like you have been overworking yourself because you so want to convince yourself that what you put all this energy into was correct. It was the right thing to do. It was not the right thing to do. It was not. So when you let go of the need to be ashamed of yourself for doing it, to justify your actions, let go of the need to try to rectify it and still convincing yourself, well, I can make it better, I can make it better. It's not, you can't make it better because it's false. It's false, it's not real, it's not true, it's not correct. Nothing you do can make it better. You jumped in over your head without knowing what the fuck you were doing. And now that becomes extremely clear. Extremely. So where do we go from here? You're not a bad person. This is not a reading of a bad person or somebody did something wrong. But you did something wrong to you. You did, Aquarius energy again. You did something wrong to you. You did it wrong to you. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. I know that's a real fucking hard statement. But first of all, if you're a hoe, why are you trying to be a housewife? Be proud of who you are. And if you're a housewife, stop trying to be a hoe just to get somebody's attention. Or this person that you found. Stop trying to make them what they're not, because what they're not is what you need, and they allow themselves to be hooked by you. So now I'm going to turn them into whatever I need. But what you need is what you really need, not who you can dress up as what you need. And that's what I'm talking about. You could put lipstick on a pig, it's still a fucking pig. This person may not be a bad person, but they're not your person. They're not your person. And this is where you start to realize how much energy you've wasted and how much energy you waste in general on taking people who are not your people and making them into what is not for you. Aquarius has showed up again. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aquarius or it's just in terms of the community. A community. The community, listen, there's no better way to find where you belong than to have it be made painfully clear where you do not belong. This is a gift that is going to be delivered to you in a way that the only way you can learn, which is through pain and suffering. To make yourself realize, I don't need to do it this way. Aquarius energy is very beautiful energy. Spirit is offering you peace, a restart in terms of where you are, the community that you belong to. This is also you finally realizing, well, this is where I belong. So I'm not going to be in a place that I don't want to be. And so whatever I got to do to be in the right place, I'm going to be in the right place. Good on you. Don't force yourself into a relationship to be in the right place. This is you finding a strength. It's like you ain't got to move with your boyfriend or with your girlfriend. You can do it on your own. This is about a community that you belong to. This is about feeling the peace where you are, instead of needing to do it in conjunction with somebody or hold on to that tether of somebody in order to justify being there. What about, I want to be here, so I'm going to be here without a tether? Let me say this to you. For Scorpios who have been smart enough to stay actually single and to be happy with it, this is going to be a really groundbreaking period where what starts to fall in line is everything you were smart enough to hold out for. Believe in the impossible. Okay? Luck is on your side. This is in reverse. It's time to take action. In the simplest sense, it's not about luck, Scorpio. It's also not about jumping into something. There is thought here, and this is shift, this is change. So you are going to feel like you've lost something. You are going to feel like something has broken or been denied to you. You are going to feel that way. Believe in the impossible. I don't know what the hell this means to you. It's time to take action. In other words, to me, this is what it sounds like. You aren't going to stop until it breaks. Because you've seen the signs. You've seen the signs. And you're going to push against it. And this is where it breaks and towers happen. Now, do towers have to be bad? No. But it could be that you have said you were something for so long so that you could think you were happy or fit in somewhere, that now you're actually going to be it. In other words, and I heard this and I'm going to share it with you, it was a Mike Tyson quote. He said, God punishes you by giving you everything you asked for. So get ready. What have you been asking for? Because a lot of the shit isn't even sincerely you. We have the golden path within, which is about following your heart. If you can find it. Have you buried your heart so deep and convinced yourself so completely of something else for somebody else? What is this believe in the impossible? What is it? What is this believe in the impossible? What is it? You may not realize it, but somebody's about to come up to you and tell you that the rug is about to be swiped out right from underneath you. That's it. Let's go to the extended. Because you need more you need more details. Let's go to the extended.